as the moon shines slightly to the south of due west. I'm now in a little valley where there's some mist, which is kind of pretty, particularly when you see those trees outlined with the mist behind them. And then I look back, and the sun's starting to try to come up. I'm sure it will succeed. And there's a contrail from somewhere. Don't know where it would be from. Probably Lisbon. It's interesting to realize I'll soon be in Portugal, one of whom major historical context was the Age of Discovery, when their sailors went out and pioneered the routes around India, around the world. And yet today we travel glibly all around the world in a matter of a day or so. Oh, what a beautiful morning. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's reaching right up to the sky. It's 180 starting from behind where I've come from. I think this is how they take their hay or something, and using that machine, the front end loader moves it on a conveyor, I think, into the large round bucket, and then it thrashes it about somehow. There you can see it on the top. Rather than the front end loader, that's a device that cuts down into that pile of whatever it is there and shoots it up into the bucket, where perhaps they'll use it as fertilizer or distribute it to cows or something out of the bucket, big one. Yeah, see, it's working like a snow blower that holds onto the snow. This looks like a pretty old and somewhat authentic grain storing device. We'll get a little closer because I think the road wraps up that way. So now we're a little bit closer, and this is significantly different because obviously the middle portion of the walls are filled in with rock, and it's just that wooden door that gives you access. But notice the round circular stones and these vertical rocks that are designed to keep the mice from having a way to get up there without technical climbing equipment, which mouse may not be adept at using yet. Just a lovely pastoral early morning pan. This, I think, is San Cristobal de Corazon Church, and all of past parishioners. We've apparently just entered the, I'll call it county for lack of a better understanding of what the term would be for Spain, of Dumbria. And this is the first town in it, Ponte something or other. Got a pretty little stream. Don't know if you can fish in it or not. This also looks like a particularly old one, just simply because the foundation doesn't look like it's been reworked. Here, a little bit different view We can look inside since most of it's gone, but notice how the feet seem to be almost like elephant legs, splayed out a bit at the bottom for support. I think this is the dam and a tributary leading to what I think is a big, actually a very large reservoir over in there that I saw earlier. Notice windmills on all of the hills as far as you can see. It's like looking at the Chinese wall. I could hear this pretty river as I walked along the trail. But the bushes are so high that I couldn't see it until this spot here. It's at this intersection that the way separates left to Fisterra and right to Dumbria, and then Muxia, which is where I'm going. That darker horizon may be the ocean, or it may be a cloud bank. I don't know for sure. This is the old church of Dumbria. Don't know how old it is. This little town had a fiesta last night. It looked like a county fair. Plastic cups and napkins and junk trash all over the place. Don't know what they're doing up in that building, but a couple guys are working on something. But this, I think, is the ultimate toilet, the outdoor toilet. Putting to shame anything that I've seen so far on the Camino. Unless those are prayer flags, but I don't think so. This is an interesting early morning shot of this old building, now abandoned, but notice that there was a portion here that's almost completely gone, but except for the chimney and what was originally the fireplace or the hearth. And there you can see the big window off to the left, or that dark portal off to the left, which is how this smoke may have gotten out, or at least maybe air was drafted in. I can't tell for sure, but that's kind of interesting. And then I wonder if there was something down below. It doesn't look like it, unless that square down below is connected to that square up there, and that was just like a auxiliary flue from the downstairs up to the upstairs chimney. It's a gorgeous morning. No jacket, no clouds. These are the early morning walks with nobody else in view. The only sound are the roosters, some of the birds, and the occasional shotgun shell from a hunter. This is my idea of the perfect solitude. Well, almost. Looking back along the road I've traveled this morning, and then back between here and those windmills somewhere, I've come down out of those hills. Perhaps looking around to see if he's trapped anything overnight, or leaving the town of Agrodosio, which apparently this is also part of. Sun not quite up yet, but the sky's starting to look pretty. We go north for quite a distance, and then for about the same distance due west to Muxia. So somewhere on the other side of those hills should be the ocean. At some point today I should get on top of those hills and see it.